Boom! Shakalaka. So, can't say start a sermon without boom. So, everybody else going today, you gotta say boom or fantastic. Boom. Just listen to what I say. Okay. Phenomenal, that's it. So, today I want to preach. The title of my sermon is going to be called How Far Will You Go? Okay? Consistently thinking of Moana. I don't know why, but I really wanted to. I was going to break out in song for you guys this afternoon, but the Holy Spirit already fell in there, and I don't want to fall in here again. Okay, sing Moana, God moves in Disney, just so you guys know. But what does being a Christian mean? That's the main thing. And what's crazy to me is I read this book, obviously you guys know, but book Letters to the Church. What I loved about it is he compared our walk with Christ, or the church, the American church, to the movie Madagascar. And to me, I never would have thought of that, but it wrecked my life thinking about this. And it was about this these animals, these wild animals are stuck in captivity. They have people waiting on them hand and foot, everything. They feed them, they bathe them, they do everything that they need to do for these animals. And but they still have this strong desire to get out into the wild. And so they escape, and well, they're useless in the wild. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to do it. They're trying to bring the world they're trying to bring their zoo, their captivity into the wild. They're making airplanes, trying to do weird things out in the wild that obviously doesn't work for them. And it really got me thinking, what does that mean? And they compared it to the church, that we're so complacent in our American church. And when he gave all these statistics about Iraq church and people actually having to sign document, I don't know if it was legit signing a document to join the church, but the fact that you have to legitimately be willing to lose everything, lose your family, be locked up. Like we hear about it, you're being locked up in jail for believing in Christ in the biblical times, but now that's still happening today in these third world countries. And in America, over there, they really have to know what it is to sacrifice their life for Christ. That's what I believe true walk with Christ is. So there's 3 topics that I wanted to talk to you guys about. The first one was that exactly you have to be prepared for the wild. And again, that's what we talked about just now. So I'll be real, this one's a rough one for me to try to be prepared for the wild. I definitely know that being a part of this ministry and being a part of just growing up, there's a lot of times where I just don't want to go to church, or even for this externship, you guys have seen me with my whole stupid attitude, not wanting to be here. Why do I do this? What is this for? And instead of doing that and thinking like, this is stupid, why am I here, into what can I learn from God in this moment? What is God showing me in this moment? And it's pretty crazy that it's pretty crazy what he talked about. And I got mad in the book. I didn't read the afterword first, like Ron said. I read the rest of it before the afterword. I got frustrated. I was like, who's this guy that I haven't met? Who does he think he's talking to? Like, you don't know me. I do all kinds of stuff for Christ at church and for other people. And I really like, come on. I come to church, I take out the trash, I help clean up, I mow the yard, I do all kinds of stuff. And I'm like, even that is not enough. And to me, I'm like, this is insane. This is crazy to me. So I want to read Luke 14:26. It says, if anyone comes to me and does not hate his father and mother, wife, children, brothers and sisters, yes, even their own life, such a person cannot be my disciple. I'm going to read it again. That's just crazy to me. If anyone comes to me and does not hate father and mother, wife, children, brothers and sisters, yes, even their own life, such a person cannot be my disciple. Are you guys willing to get to a place where you literally would give up your children? Everybody in here has kids now. Almost, anyways. Sorry, Jess. You got your plans. It's all the same, you know. You gotta take care of it. You can't let it die. But
are you willing to give up your plans?
Like, would you be willing to literally leave your kid behind to follow Jesus? Like, obviously, God's not saying, forget your kids, come follow me at this moment. Obviously, that's not what God's saying, but he's using that in the aspect of, like, you literally have to die to everything to be able to follow me. These people, Jesus told all these people to follow them. They literally dropped everything that they had just to follow Christ. And I don't think that we understand or can comprehend in America what that really means, what that really looks like. I mean, Johnny's got soccer on Sunday, so no, I'm not going to make soccer. Or a preacher, me and Brent. He didn't preach that good today. I'm going to try another church next week just because he wasn't that good. That worship team, that music's too loud. Can't go to that church anymore. They shut the lights off. I mean, these are all legitimate complaints that Brent has heard. And it's crazy to me.
No one ever said that they were coming back to my preaching.
That's my face.
That's your face. But I believe that we all feel something. Have you ever been in that service that you feel that longing, like, God, man, it encourages you, get this fire upon you, I got to do something more. I know I'm destined for more, and that's when you start figuring out what your calling is. If you don't know what that is, then I suggest that you worship harder like you've never worshiped before to figure out and get that hunger and strive. But we all have that longing, just like they do in the movie Madagascar, to go out into the world, to do something different, not to just live in captivity of these four walls of this church. The second thing that I think is essential for your walk with Christ is going to be humbleness. And this one's a rough one for me too. But humble means, the definition of humble is having or showing a modest or low estimate of one's own importance. Do any of you guys know anybody, I'm not going to name names, but anybody know anyone who is so proud, so arrogant, and just everything, no matter what happens, it's all about themselves? You know what I mean? Like, oh man, I did this, I did it. Like, Casey, let me ask you a question. Am I better than you at golf? Am I better than you at, we just had softball? Am I better than you?
He's trying to be.
Just say no.
He's trying to be.
No, you're not better.
I'll say no.
No, golf or softball.
Are you sure? What about,
Golf course.
what about basketball or piano? Come on, all right, guys. Let's pray for the sick. Father, pray for Casey right now. It's humbleness, I know. I'm just joking. I had to think of things that he was better than me at, just to try to make him look bad. No, I have to think of these things to make him look bad. So what?
3 lessons.
Okay. Well, all joking aside, like, being humble is there's the key for a great walk with Christ. So being a Christian is not about, God, look what I brought you. Look what I did. God, I baptized 2,000 people this last year. God, I did this. God, like, when you get to heaven, God's not going to be ecstatic. Like, yeah, sure, he's going to be happy that people were baptized, but he's not ecstatic that you're the one that did it, because that's what a proud person says. But being humble, a proud person says, God, look what I did for you. A humble person says, God, thank you for what you used me to do. All right? This is huge, and it's a big aspect in all of our lives to understand what it means to really be humble. I don't know that it actually goes with it, but in this book that I read, it hit me hard when he was talking about David in the story of they're walking and this dude just cursing David, and David's fighter guy, whatever you want to call him, I don't know what you call these dudes, was like, David, you want me to like chop this dude's head off? Like, let's bring you his head on Sunday. David's like, no, don't do that, because what? And David says, what if this is a test from God? Even if it's not, what if it is? So this time you got to be humble, because no matter what happens, I'm coming to an understanding that when it's said, the Bible says the world will hate you, I'm coming to an understanding of how wrong I think it is that the world, we can't be Christians, but it's okay to support these other things, and finally come to that realization that it's for a reason, it's biblical. We're going to be hated. We're not going to be able to preach the gospel because of what the Bible says. It's inevitable. The third thing I want to talk about is, obviously, love. Love. No. What? Sing it, come on. No. What's love got to do? No. I got a couple scriptures I'm going to read right here. It says, John 13:34-35, a new commandment I give you. Love one another as I have loved you, so you must love one another. By this everyone will know that you are my disciples, if you love one another. 1 John 4:7-12. Dear friends, let us love one another, for love comes from God. Everyone who loves has been born of God and knows God. Whoever does not love does not know God, because God is love. This is how God showed his love among us. He is the one and only Son into the world that we might live through him. This is love, not that we loved God, but that he loved us and sent his Son as an atoning sacrifice for our sins. Dear friends, since God so loved us, we also ought to love one another. No one has ever seen God, but if we love one another, God lives in us, and his love is made complete in us. It's crazy. Taking the glimpses to what Jesus did for us. The fact of the matter, he died for us. Are we willing to die for that person that just cut you off in traffic? Are you excited? Would you die for the person next to you? It says say it, but our pastors did not shave their heads, and I don't think they would die for us. So, I have one last story, and then I'm going to end. Story about, I shared this last week in our prayer meeting about how I had a customer, his name was Nate, and at the end of it, he was really mad, and by the end of the install, he was very happy. He said, why are you guys the way that you are? And I missed the opportunity to tell him because of Jesus. And I just said, because I love people. And I love seeing excitement on people's faces when I can fix something, or they're excited about something that I do. And I love people, I love being able to change their lives and make them happy. And he said, and he kept going. He said, it's something deeper. There's something deeper. Why? Well, there's something else. Why do you love people? And well, I lost that opportunity. So I encourage you guys to look for those opportunities in what God is telling you guys in this, because people are hungry and they know people in the world are very hungry to understand who God is. So recap 3 things. The essentials that a walk with God is: the first was to be prepared for the wild. Number 2, we have to learn to be humble. And 3 is love. So I'm going to ask you guys today, how far will you take your relationship with Jesus? Father, we come before you today. I thank you so much for what you're doing in the time that you give me here to preach or share what you put on my heart. I ask that you bless the next people that are coming up to preach. We worship you and we give you the praise and the glory.